Our Starlink Mini has arrived. The backpack version of Starlink that you can take anywhere with you. And look at this little box here. This is all there is to it. And this box here, this is a 16-inch laptop. So this box is about the same size as a box for a 16, 17-inch laptop. Super small. But then I opened the box and wow! Welcome to another beautiful day in rural Montana. I mean, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Wow, and we are right here, Creekside. Wow, super duper nice day today. But that's not why you're here. You're here because of Starlink Mini. This thing right here. This is what you want to see. The super small box right here. Look at this. That's a 16-inch laptop, so the box is just about that size of a 16-inch laptop. And wow, so this is definitely a backpack version. Why would we need a Starlink Mini? I mean, hello, here, we got all this beauty to enjoy. Why do we need to be connected to the rest of the world? Well, we do here in Montana. Well, reception is far and few in between. There is not that much reception, so if you actually come on vacation and travel, you will know this. There's many times your cell phone will not have reception. And that is fine if you're on vacation. Who the hell needs it, right? I mean, people here in Montana like to get away so they can enjoy the beauty instead of be hung up on the cell phone. But when you work, that's a different story. And my wife and I, we both work in different places, and sometimes we are way off the beaten path with no reception at all, and we can't get a hold of other people or each other or our daughter. And this here will solve that. This will allow us to have reception no matter where we're at when we need it. So now let's take a look inside the box. As we open this, it's impressive. Where the heck is the dish? I mean, again, this is the laptop, so you would think the dish takes up this whole area, and it's basically, you would expect it to be a smaller version of the regular dish, but that is not the case. So let's look at the boring stuff first here. This is a pole adapter that you can use for the Starlink Mini, so you can set it on top of a pole to gain some elevation, which is quite frequently needed if you're out in the boonies. As you can see, there is some tall grass and stuff there, so you may want to carry a tripod or something, and so you can put this on top of it. Then here we have the power adapter. So this plugs into a regular 120 volt outlet. So you have to bring some power. It said this is low voltage. Well, yeah. It is low voltage. It's 30 volts, it says on here. So that is low voltage. But so you'll bring a portable power pack or something, one of those. They call those solar generators or whatever, even though they're just battery packs. Now, but this is what you're waiting for. Let's pull this up here. This is it. This is Starlink Mini. It's got its little foot here. You're looking at the back side, and that is the front. That is all there is to it. Now let's lay that on the laptop here. Look, it is shorter than the laptop. It's just a smidgen wider here. We can see maybe, so we're flush on this side, so we're maybe a 1/4 inch more, 5 millimeters or so, but we're 2 inches shorter here, so about 5-6 centimeters shorter there. I mean, this is freaking amazing. Way smaller than a laptop. And all you do is set it on the ground like this. And, well, you have to plug it in, obviously. And, oh yeah, the usual sign thing here with the planets. And it comes with the cable here that you need to connect from the power source here that plugs in down there to the dish, and down there we got one hole, and you see there's one hole with a plug right there to the right, and that's where you could add an additional router if you needed to. So there are options even with this when it's portable, but this has a router built in. So basically this is all you need. You don't even need this to take with you, but these are the things you need to get this going, and that easily fits into a backpack, that is for sure. For us, we really well, once we're going out here backpacking, we're really not interested in bringing Starlink probably, but when we're driving around with the Cybertruck, that is usually when we're going somewhere where we need some reception, because this truck is a working truck, and well, wherever we go on job sites and things, it's always good to have reception, because working on job sites, you need information, you need to access the internet. That is when this here will come in super handy. So now we need to see if this even works. So we'll go out to a job site and see if we can set that up. The instructions are in here on the lid, and well, pretty simple. Plug your cable in, plug it in. I guess you scan this to get the setup for the app on the phone. You aim it along with your phone here. And then if you want to do the pole setup here, I guess you route the cable through the adapter here somehow or something. I think that's what this here shows. And that would be the pole setup. But that should be super easy to set up. And hopefully this doesn't take long to set up, because it needs to be easy and quick, because we basically just want to drive somewhere, throw it out, and within 2-3 minutes we want to be in business. So the first time this may take a little longer, so we'll find out here. Well, let's get out there and get on a job site and see how that works. Well, here we are out at the job site, and no, I didn't just park the Cybertruck like this to show off. It has a specific reason. So the Cybertruck has a disadvantage when it sits on level ground, because there's no flat surface. It's shaped like a triangle towards the top, right? So we can't put the Starlink Mini on top of the roof. That we could do that on another truck. We could put it in the bed or on the tailgate, but then it would be down low here. And we need some height because we got a bunch of trees out that way. So nicely with the truck, it makes up for the disadvantage by being able to raise the air suspension. We're just in high, which is just enough to clear the ground there. We can go even higher in off-road mode. And now our windshield is basically flat, and we need a flat, level, more or less level surface. Like usually we could set it on the ground here, but we're just way too low because of all these trees out there. So we're going to set it up there and plug it in. And unfortunately on my phone, I opened that at home with the instructions, but now I have no reception, and I went back too far, and now I'm in the regular app, and I don't really have the setup instructions anymore. I gotta look at this and figure it out. But we'll get it set up either way. It can't be that hard. It's a matter of plugging it in, and once it's plugged in, we should be able to connect to the Starlink Mini and then set it up anyway. So, well, let's get started. Got her set up, and well, plugged her in right there, and then use the app on the phone, the Cybertruck app, to turn the power outlets on. And let me show you up here. Gotta climb the hill real quick. Whoa, right there. So I just set the Starlink Mini right on the windshield right there. And the windshield is about flat, or well, it's flat, but about level. So it should be pointing up at about the right direction. And now I guess we need to figure out if we can do the Starlink here in the phone and connect to it, which that shouldn't be a problem. So, well, or maybe it is, huh? Maybe it's looking for the wrong Starlink. What? It shows up. Okay, there we go. Second turn was fine. Now we're connected. Now we should be able to go back to the Starlink app and go from there. All right, so Wi-Fi not configured. Tap to finish. Network name. Gotta give it a name. Call it just Mini. Password 1 2 3 4. Oh, must contain 8. 5 6 7 8. There we go. We'll just give it something simple. Submit. Wi-Fi is reloading to apply your new network settings. This takes about 1 minute. Okay, connect to Starlink Wi-Fi. Tap connect below to join Mini. Will do. Join. So this is the initial setup. This obviously takes a little bit longer. Should be a much quicker setup next time around. Okay. Whoa, and here it's already online and downloading an update. Wow, that went pretty quick. So I just faced the Mini north, or about north. That's the one thing you have to know, or it makes life a lot easier. If you know where north is, you can face it basically north. I know where north is without a compass around here. I'm familiar with this area, so I just faced it north, and right here it's already going. So obviously if you don't know where north is, you need a compass. So you can maybe your phone can do that, or you can use an old-fashioned manual compass too. That works, right? It will, I assume this will do the same thing as the other regular Starlink that is not fully automatic, the bigger version of this, that it will tell you if you need to move it a few degrees in one or the other direction. So I would assume it would do that too. But right now it's already online and downloading the update, so we gotta wait for that to be done. It's just like if you buy a new computer, you gotta download all these updates first. I mean, you just bought a brand new thing and it's already outdated. Isn't that amazing? So, well, we'll wait here. We're at 74% now. Gotta wait till it's done. All right, well, the sun just came out and whoa, it's reflecting off the Cybertruck right here. Gotta step over this way a little so I can see something. Well, it came up to 100%. It says it's online. It says one device is connected, which is my phone. So right here, that is my phone. Then I could check Wi-Fi range. Let's look at this. Explore your entire home. Well, we're outdoors, not at home. So let's see here. How far can we go? All right, well, I get roughly a 20 to 30 foot radius from where I'm at. And well, the Mini sits on top of the Cybertruck, so there's a lot of steel, stainless steel, and that may interfere a little bit with reception off to the sides and stuff. So if you actually would like have it on a tripod somewhere using the pole mount, you probably would be better off in regards to the distance that you can go with it. So we average signal 76%, which is okay. Well, I actually just walked to the edge of it. Here it says you may want to consider placing your Starlink in a more central location. Well, we're outdoors, it doesn't really matter. All right, so now how do we get back up here? Get out of this. And here it says again, software update. I mean, we just updated. Well, update software now. Okay, so let's do that, and then we'll go from there again. I always feel it's not going, but I think it is. It seems like every time when I've done this with the other Starlinks as well, it's just not going. Nothing happens. But then all of a sudden it does. But again, I feel like it's not going. Oh, and just right there it went. Oh heck, just as I touched it. Just there it went. Done. It doesn't really do anything, seems like. Now it says again, connect to Starlink Wi-Fi. I think it's updating, so it lost its Starlink Wi-Fi. So this is probably the trick here. Oh, there is a JBH Starlink. Look at that. So someone else around here, don't know the initials, JBH. Someone around here has a Starlink, and we had a little bit of reception of it. There's tons of people out here, by the way, in this area that have Starlink, from the first generation round one to the second generation rectangular one to the third generation rectangular one. They're all out here, so we're connected again. Let's go back here, select, there we go. Your Starlink antenna may be rebooting, or if this issue persists, try rebooting your Starlink hardware. Starlink antenna unreachable. It's probably doing its update. I noticed this before and I don't like it. It does the update and stuff, but it doesn't really tell you what it's doing. Like a computer will tell you, oh, I'm updating so and so many percent, it will reboot and this and that. This doesn't really tell you. It just does something. So that is the part that kind of sucks with this app. But it does what it needs to do, so that's the important stuff. So now it looks like we're back online here. We show green. That's a good stuff. So my device is here. We already checked the Wi-Fi range. Let's look at obstructions. Oh, connect to your Starlink network to view obstruction data. Well, again, it should connect right away again. There we go. So we're showing a pretty clear view. No red anyway. So that's a good start. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're facing kind of northish, so all good to go at this point. And yeah, to actually see the real obstructions, it will take up to 24 hours because the satellites are moving over the top, and it does actually switch from one satellite to another. If you have old-fashioned satellite internet, you're pointing at a satellite over the equator. and that satellite does never ever move. It's in a fixed position. So on the other hand, the Starlink satellites move over you, and it will switch from one satellite to another. You will never notice that, but as it's switching, it may go from one angle over here to this angle over here. That's why we need a much larger field of view with a Starlink than we would with a old-fashioned satellite. An old-fashioned satellite can have a very narrow view going between trees or between homes and stuff and still work fine. It's just slower, plain old slower than this. And this needs a little more view because it's got to do the switching. But so far we look all good. So now the question is, what can we do here? Well, we got internet. That's already a good thing. Wow. Let's add one here. Let's do a speed test. Run speed test. Let's see what we're getting. So, I don't know. It says up to, I think, 100. We're not looking like 100 right now. We're about 20 megabits per second, which is plenty to do what we need to do to, I mean, the internet comes up plenty quick. We can access things plenty quick. And then the upload is really slow. So, yeah, 18 to 3. It's not bad. We're not really out here and wanting to work. We are just out here. Well, we are here to work, sorry. It's a work site, right? It's a job site, but we're not working on the internet. This is not the key here. The key is that if we need information from online, we can do that. If we need to get a hold of someone, we can do that. If somebody else needs to get a hold of us, they can do that. That's why we have this here. So, I think we're pretty darn good here. Yeah. So, yeah, it just sits here on top of the truck. And yes, we got the truck set up on the hillside just so that we have a flat surface here, a level surface pretty much to put the Starlink on. If you have a regular truck, a old-fashioned truck, then you could park down there and put it on the roof because your roof is flat. Or you could put it on the hood or the tailgate. I guess we could have put it, like I said, we could have put it on the tailgate, right? But because of all these trees here, we would have blockage. We would be further back out here and we would have blockages. Up there, we're like on a pole, so we don't have blockages. And as I said, it comes with the pole adapter, this thing right here, right? And this looks like a 2-inch pole that it could be attached to, 2 inches or smaller. There's a long thumb screw here, so you can easily turn that and clamp down on it. So you could use a tripod. They make tripods for this, but these tripods are usually heavy. They're tripods for satellite dishes or other antennas, and they're heavy and they're kind of hard to set up. But you probably could modify a tripod for a camera or a tripod for hunting. You probably could easily modify that, add a 2-inch pipe to it, a short piece. It doesn't have to be long unless you want to gain some elevation, and then use this. And then, yeah, you could set it right out here somewhere. Then you don't have to do this. But hey, if you got a Cybertruck, you can do this. So, all right. Well, if you got any questions about the Starlink Mini, leave them down below. I'll see if I can answer them. I don't know too much about it yet. This was the first setup, so I just got it. And, well, as you see, and it's easy to set up. There's actually instructions. There is this QR code right here that you can scan and then follow step-by-step instructions. I just went back out of it, and because there is no reception here whatsoever, no cell phone reception, nothing, I just had to work the other way in the app and just tap on it there, and that's no big deal. So now I can also actually connect the Cybertruck to this, so the Cybertruck can do whatever it needs to do. But so far I'm pretty happy with it. happy with the Cybertruck. I'm happy with the Starlink. Man, I'm just happy. So yeah, now we have some other Starlink videos. You can go click the channel icon down below and go into the playlists. There you'll find Starlink playlists. We had the first generation Starlink early on, then upgraded to the Gen 3 router at some point, so you can go look at that. I also have a other Starlink video coming about, well, it's Big Brother here, with the little kickstand on it and stuff, not the automatic version. So go check those out. And if you're interested in the Cybertruck, we obviously have Cybertruck videos, we have Rivian videos, we have Tesla Model 3, Chevy Bolt EUV, lots of interesting videos about electric cars, so go check those out as well. So make sure to give us a thumbs up for this video as well for any other video that you watch. Also hit the subscribe button, make sure the notification bell is highlighted so that you get notified when we got new videos coming out. Well, in any event, thank you for watching. Goodbye.